What's up, gang? Today, we're diving deep into one of the biggest Star Wars mysteries that has puzzled fans for decades, and guess what? The creator himself, George Lucas, just dropped the mic and finally explained it. Yeah, we're talking about the legendary Yoda, and why the wisest Jedi Master in the galaxy talks like this. Much to learn, you still have. Not gonna lie, we've all imitated it, we've all laughed at it, but nobody really knew why Yoda speaks backwards, until now. And the real reason? It's actually pure genius. Alright, buckle up, because at the 45th anniversary screening of The Empire Strikes Back at the TCM Classic Film Festival, yeah, big fancy event, April 24th, 2025, George Lucas, now 80 years young, sat down with TCM's Ben Mankiewicz and dropped this golden nugget. Lucas said, and I quote, "If you speak regular English, people won't listen that much. Let that sink in for a second." In other words, if Yoda just talked normally, especially to younger audiences like 12-year-olds, the words would just fly right over their heads. Lucas needed a Jedi mind trick, so he flipped the script. Literally, he gave Yoda that unique, mixed up, out-of-order way of speaking to force, pun intended, people to stop, focus, and really absorb what he was saying. And honestly, it worked. Because when Yoda speaks, you lean in, you concentrate. You're not just hearing the words, you're feeling the wisdom behind them. Lucas added, and I love this so much, he said, he was basically the philosopher of the movie. So it wasn't just for laughs. It wasn't random. Yoda's speech pattern was a careful, brilliant storytelling tool to deliver the deepest, most important lessons of Star Wars. Lessons like patience, learning, and trust in the Force. Do or do not. There is no try. Fear is the path to the dark side. Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. And hey, here's a little side nugget you might not know. In The Empire Strikes Back, released back in 1980, Yoda wasn't just an animated character. He was brought to life by the insanely talented Frank Oz, who puppeteered and voiced Yoda. Same guy who later returned for Return of the Jedi in '83. Frank Oz literally gave soul to Yoda's expressions, movements, and that unforgettable raspy voice. Now, while we're talking about genius moves by George Lucas, at that same anniversary event, he spilled even more behind-the-scenes tea about how he made the original Star Wars deal. Get this. When Lucas first signed with the studio, he asked for just $50,000 to write, direct, and produce Star Wars. Sounds tiny now, right? But here's where Lucas proved he was playing 4D chess. He didn't care about a big paycheck up front. What he wanted, what he fought for, was the rights to the sequels and, get this, the licensing rights. Licensing, toys, merch, games, all that juicy stuff. And guess what the studio said when Lucas asked for licensing rights? They literally went, "What's licensing?" They thought it was worthless. They were like, "Toys? Who's gonna care? It costs billions to make toys." But Lucas, oh man, Lucas had the vision. Because once Star Wars exploded, the toys, the lunchboxes, the action figures, the posters, they became a massive billion-dollar empire. And that's how George Lucas not only changed the movie business, he straight up rewrote the business of Hollywood itself. Think about it. One guy, one crazy idea, one backward-talking puppet. And he didn't just make movies, he made memories. He made a universe where generations of fans from the 70s to 2025 and beyond still quote, cosplay, collect, and celebrate. And you know what? Even after selling Lucasfilm to Disney in 2012, George Lucas remains a legend. Just last year, in 2024, he even received an honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival handed to him by his lifelong friend, the Godfather director himself, Francis Ford Coppola. It's kinda poetic, right? Two cinematic giants, two dreamers, two brothers in art, celebrating a lifetime of changing the world with stories. So next time you hear Yoda saying something like, "Size matters not," remember, it wasn't just a funny voice or a weird grammar trick. It was a masterclass in storytelling. It was George Lucas making sure we really, truly listened. And that's the magic of Star Wars, gang. A galaxy far, far away, but a message that hits right here, right in the heart. Alright, that's it for today's deep dive. If you loved this one, smash that like button like a Wookiee at a party. Subscribe for more awesome Hollywood news. And of course, until next time, love you, gang. May the Force be with you.